Hello everybody, vidium here. I was not going to do another V update because I really didn't have any update information to give. But as you can see, I'm playing a Super Nintendo game, Super Famicom game, which is Magical Quest 3, starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. And the reason why I really want to do this V update is because I just received the game today. There is right now on my Super Nintendo, as you can see, Magical Quest 3. And I actually posted on my Twitter account that I got the game today. And one of my followers actually wrote me back on Twitter telling me that it was a game that he played a lot with a cousin of his way back when he was a little kid, Tommy T53, and that he actually will go to visit his family in the Philippines, and he would play this game. And I answering him back and telling him that this is the first time that I was going to play this game. And the reason why is that Magical Quest 3 was never released on the Super Nintendo in North America. It was only a Japan exclusive. And we all know the Magical Quest series. As you can see here, there is Magical Quest 1, which was on the Super Nintendo. And I'm gonna beg your forgiveness for the lighting because I was not going to do any videos today, and I wasn't prepared. So let me see if that's better, right? Yeah. Magical Quest 1 on the Super Nintendo, which was one of the best Mickey Mouse games ever on a Nintendo console. And then Capcom released Part 2, which oddly enough on North America is known as The Great Circus Mystery, starring Mickey and Minnie. The game was released on the Super Nintendo and on the Sega Genesis. The Super Nintendo version that I have here belongs to my wife. The Genesis version is mine. Then Part 3 was never released on North America. But that was until it was re-released on the Game Boy Advance, and then finally it made it to North America, but as a Game Boy Advance game. Now I tried to buy the Game Boy Advance game once before, but the game never arrived. I never got it, and it's really hard to get it for a decent price. It was going a little bit high, and I wasn't very comfortable paying the amount of money that they were asking for that game, so I didn't bother in getting the game. Now the thing is that I finally was able to get my hands on Part 3 for the Super Famicom, since I never knew that this game was actually available for the Famicom. I just thought that Capcom made a third part just for the Game Boy Advance. Then I learned that it was a re-release of the game from the Super Nintendo to the Game Boy Advance, just like it did happen with the first two games. The only thing is that a very curious point is that Part 2, let's go back to Part 2 here, and I'm gonna put the light in once again. There you go. Part 2, which is called the Great Circus Mystery on North America, was known as the Magical Quest 2 on Japan, and they actually ported the game to North America and changed the title. Why? I don't know. The thing is that I also have this game available for the Game Boy Advance. Don't have it right now with me because my brother actually has it. He's playing it. But when they actually re-released that game for the Game Boy Advance, they changed the name back from The Great Circus Mystery to Magical Quest 2, which is the name that you are going to find this game on the Game Boy Advance. My brother actually owns part 1 on the Game Boy Advance, and I'm gonna try to get part 3 on the Game Boy Advance as well, and that way I will actually own an English version of part 3. But as you can see, the gameplay is actually the same. Let's wait until it goes back to the gameplay. The title screen is almost identical as you see on the other two games. It always shows the landscape, and it shows Mickey like you were looking him at far. He actually has the same type of title screen. Then you have the gameplay. It's basically the same thing. He has he changed in different uniforms that will give him abilities to be able to play the game and go through different stages and all that stuff. I just wanted to show you my collection of this game, since my good friend Timothy was very excited when he found out that I got part 3 in the post that I put on Twitter, and it got me thinking. No, I have to say something about this game, and I really have this series put in mind for one of my videos, and it's not going to be very soon, but I have something in mind, but I have other things that I want to do first. I just wanted to show you this, just as a very quick small video. I'm gonna be signing off, and I will see you guys later, so take care.